season. It means that the country is less reliant on gas imports, which would have been over 22% higher without the renewable power. Well, those numbers come from the Energy and Climate Intelligence Unit, and their energy analyst, Jess Ralston, joins me now. Welcome to you, Jess. So just how important a moment is this for the environment, but also in terms of energy security?
Well, what the analysis shows us is that the older, outdated energy system, which, as you say, was very heavily reliant on foreign gas imports, that system is giving way to a modern system whose backbone is based on cheaper renewables, which are from the UK. So obviously, with energy security being a top concern, not only for the public, but also for politicians, it shows that renewables are having a positive impact on our energy security.
Well, yes, and there are many who will still say that wind and solar are intermittent forms of energy, and they say that we're always going to need fuels like gas to bridge that gap.
Well, with renewables, what we're actually seeing is alongside the boom in renewables industry, like our offshore wind farms, we're actually seeing a boom in the battery industry as well. So large-scale batteries, which can help the grid to manage times where we have too much electricity or we need a bit of a boost. These batteries are rapidly coming to market, and the pipeline is actually up by 5 times what it was this time last year, with it expected to grow another 14-fold in the future. So these batteries really are the industry of the future. We're going to see jobs, we're going to see growth, and we're going to see export opportunities from them as well.
But the truth is, at the moment, that the UK is heavily reliant still on gas, isn't it? I think the IMF has suggested that it supplies 40% of our power and 85% of our heating. So how does the UK compare to countries in Europe or the US, for example, on this use of gas?
That's absolutely right. The IMF has come out and said that we are the worst hit by the gas crisis because we're so reliant on it. And that's, as you say, because we use it for power, we use it for home heating, and also our homes are so leaky that actually a lot of the gas that we do have to import simply escapes through our leaky roofs and through our leaky walls. And that's something that the whole energy industry has identified needs to change as we come off gas, simply to have that energy security in a better place, and also to reduce our carbon emissions while lowering bills.
So how quickly can we wean ourselves off fossil fuels and boost the use of renewables? And what will that mean for people's bills?
Well, the more renewables that we have, essentially, the cheaper our bills will get. And it's interesting that you've got a piece in a few minutes about onshore wind, because the government has said that it's lifted the ban on onshore wind, but it hasn't really effectively done that yet because it's still subject to this local consent issue. And with that, as soon as they have more renewables on the system, including onshore wind, people's bills will fall. And the government has a target to have a completely clean electricity grid by 2035. So in 12 years' time, we're expecting this change to have happened. So it's a really exciting time for the renewables industry.
OK, Jess Ralston, interesting to get your take on it. Thanks very much indeed for that. So let's get more on onshore wind, as Jess was saying, as well as the other climate